20 balls as Wasim Akram bowls to Hooper. Oh, that's a superb stroke by Hooper. It was a stroke which has prompted a mini ground invasion. Number 91. It must be marvellous playing, Michael, when a crowd's on song like this.
When they are your supporters, Henry, it's great. When you're on the receiving end, it's not all that good.
Which I know, apart from Jamaica, which of the West Indian crowds do you prefer playing in front, or were they all the same?
They were pretty much all the same, Henry. Whenever you're doing well, it's also always good to be supported by them. I always had pretty good support right around the Caribbean, because we always did reasonably well in the Caribbean.
Wasim Akram to Haynes. Another loud appeal. Wasim Akram can't believe it.
Because the conditions are really very easy for batting. That crucial catch of Carl Hooper that was dropped, that didn't help. And then, you know, one or two of the LBW decisions not going Pakistan's way. Looks like the West Indies are completely in control.
Well, we've got 25 runs to get, they have, in 23 balls. But with 7 wickets in hand, obviously one would much rather be in their position than in Pakistan's.
Also, Henry, the conditions are so easy for batting. I mean, the wicket has nothing in it at all. And then the outfield is lightning quick. And so, it's really, you have to favor the batting side. The only chance Pakistan have is if a wicket falls.
Well, Haynes got that one down to third man, but a too fine leg, but it was nothing if not an unorthodox stroke. So, Imran, looking back over this fortnight and the 5 one-day games, you're now departing back to Pakistan. Have you enjoyed it?
Yes, very much so, Henry, and I also know that this commentary, I didn't realize that it's going to America, and I want to especially wish Tabassum, Javed and Mahmood all the best, because I know they're glued to the television in New York. So it's going all over the world. I never realized it, Henry.
It's very exciting, isn't it? Call. So 23 runs in which to get 22. And look at that again.
Yeah, it wasn't really that wide, but I suppose umpires have their own interpretations.
23 runs to be scored by the West Indies to win, and the Pakistanis now have 22 balls to bowl. Well, that was well stopped by Rashid Latif.
I feel the Pakistani heads have gone down a bit. I suppose it's because at one stage they were in a much stronger position. But they must realize that a fall of wicket can change the whole scenario of the game. Because it's still runner ball, and that means a new batsman comes in, 3 or 4 balls he blocks, the pressure mounts immediately. And so you never know what can happen. And Pakistan did come back remarkably in South Africa, where they were almost beaten and they came back.
Rahman showing a safe pair of hands on the boundary. So 22 now needed, 22 runs needed from 20 balls, which is 3 overs and the last 2 balls of this one. But the 7 wickets in hand is what tilts the balance firmly West Indies' way.
However, the thing to bear in mind is that the batsmen coming in at this stage will be under tremendous pressure.
Not least from the light, which is deteriorating fast. He's out, he's gone. That looked absolutely plumb. It would have hit the middle, I think. Desmond Haynes has gone for 82, and that is the wicket that Pakistan has craved for.
Yeah, well, just watch, it didn't bounce at all there. And I'm not sure whether that was that. It might have hit him outside the off stump.
223 for 4. Gus Logie has come in to play his last innings for the West Indies. He's retiring from all international cricket after this match. And he's facing Waqar Younis. And he's off the mark straight away. So at the end of that over, 224 for 4.
Stops another couple of balls, there'll be tremendous pressure on him then.
Direct hit, direct hit, and I think Hooper might have gone.
Well, this is what Pakistan did not want, to let him get a single.
Well, you see the pressure now is building up on Hooper, who played the sort of stroke he's eschewed until now.
And that was a very quick ball, Henry. Just look, it took off. I mean, on a wicket as slow as this, the keeper takes it head high. And that's really what Wasim Akram's all about. Every now and then he bowls a ball that is quicker than any bowler.
And if Hooper was to go now, well, that really would be exciting. Well, if Rahman had thrown that one over the stumps, even Nogi would not have been home.
Well, that's inexperience showing, really. Rahman is not used to such situations. He should have thrown that ball off the first bounce. Instead, he hit straight to Wasim's hand off the first bounce.
18 now needed from 14 balls. And Amir Sohail again misses the stumps. It's not easy when you've only got 1.5 stumps to aim at. One more run, 17 runs now needed from 13 balls.
Well, full marks to Gus Logie. He's looking for runs. He's a man who's used to these situations. And look at him, he was already running, he was backing up, and that's really what experience is all about. And West Indies are fortunate to have a batsman of his experience batting right now.
And he's gone, he's bowled. Logie is out. His last innings for the West Indies has ended. He's made just the single, and that really has thrown it wide open.
Yes, well, just when I said he was using his experience, he didn't realize that the wicket is of a very low bounce, and he should not have been looking to cut it. He should have been looking to play it off a straight back.
What a good ball, a Yorker. And that was indeed the long hop throw-in by Rahman, but Hooper had it covered.
Yes, Hooper is very quick between the wickets. I mean, a normal batsman would not have been running that fast, but look, he just cruised in. And the ball wasn't that far away from Rahman. He's very quick on his feet. And if West Indies win this game, now it will be because of Carl Hooper.
2:30 for 5, the score. 15 needed from 10 balls. Waqar Younis in the evening darkness to Hooper. Another dot ball, a precious commodity for Pakistan.
Well, I have to say, Henry, Waqar is quite used to such situations. Time and again, he's come in and bowled at the most critical stage of the match. and his nerves are strong. Watch him, he's just bowled perfect. He's bowling quicker than he's bowled at any stage in the game. And on top of it, he's not wavering now. He's not flustered. He's not even trying to put the ball there. He's bowling fast.
15 runs needed from 9 balls. Really, could it be more exciting? A whole series of 5 matches is down to this. Was really a woeful piece of misfielding by, I think, in the Ramiz Raja down there. They should never have been allowed to get 2 there.
Yes, that was very poor fielding, and Ramiz is an experienced fielder. Just watch him. I suppose it's just his nerves. But really, he should be, I would expect that from a younger player. Ramiz is very experienced. But I suppose even experienced players suffer from nerves.
13 now needed from 8 balls. The noise is getting louder, the light is getting darker, and Waqar is getting faster. Well, even Javed can't pick that up, but the light also makes it hard for the fielders, one must remember.
Over the rope for a 6 when someone as strong as Bishop is batting.
Well, that was very quick thinking by Waqar. Desperately bad luck on Bishop. That the stumps cost him 4 runs. But that is the way it goes. That might be the last bit of decisive luck for Pakistan. 2:33 for 5. There is just 1 over to go. 12 runs are needed. And everything is to play for.
That was a great over by Waqar Younis from Pakistan point of view. Watch this now, this is a Yorker, exactly what he wanted to bowl. Yeah.
Well, there was no doubt that one was in. It was good thinking by Waqar, but Wasim to Hooper. Insistent appeals by Basit Ali, but umpire Duncan says not out. It was a direct hit by Asif Mujtaba. 2 runs were scored, 10 are now needed from 5 balls. In fact, it went just into Rashid. I thought for a moment it hit the stumps, but he was in by a millimetre or 2.
Also, he didn't collect the ball cleanly, so the ball wasn't in his hands. It's the ground, Henry, what I was just about to say. It's very easy to hit a 6. So Hooper, if he connects a 6, the game then changes again.
Another attempted Yorker by Wasim Akram. They won't get 2 this time. But my goodness me, Hooper only just got back. 9 to win from 4 balls, and Bishop, the new batsman, in strike, which is significant.
That's right. Also, what is significant is that both Wasim and Waqar are used to bowling at the end. And that was a very good Yorker again.
Oh, we've now got, I'm afraid, a mini pitch invasion. Very mini, just 1 person. And it is sad, but I dare say inevitable, with such a packed crowd here, that this sort of thing should happen.
Well, it's also making it very difficult for the batsman because it's getting darker every minute. And with a bowler of Wasim's pace bowling, it's just getting harder for him.
Especially for Bishop, who has only just come in. 4 balls left, 9 runs to win, Wasim to Bishop. Well, in the dark, that was a pretty good shot. 8 to win from 3 balls.
Again, a very good Yorker, as you saw, Henry. This is his strength, really. Wasim he's got excellent temperament, and he ran in and bowled really the ideal Yorker. All Bishop could do was squeeze it out for a single.
Well, this is the perfect ending to a one-day game. Oh, and he's gone for 4 runs. Oh, that goes massive stroke. We've now got the crowd pouring onto the ground. So when play restarts, it's going to be darker still. But what a good shot by Hooper.
Excellent shot. He placed it beautifully. He saw that the fine leg was standing up and really placed it wonderfully. But I don't know whether this is in West Indies' interest, this crowd invasion.
Well, 4 runs are now needed from 2 balls. So it's not all over, but that 4 had the look of decisiveness about it. The police are doing their best to clear the ground. The police horse at our commentary point end, trying to keep the spectators behind the boundary. Just listen to this noise. Hooper, they're saying. Well, this is West Indian 110%. It's wonderful. Four to win off 2 balls. Wasim to Hooper. Well, that's just the single, and now the final equation, 3 to win, 1 ball to go. And if 2 are scored, the West Indies will win because they have lost pure wickets.
Well, I'm not sure Wasim realizes this. Maybe he doesn't realize that they need only 2 runs to win if they don't lose a wicket. And that's crucial because they could easily give the West Indies 2 runs and find that they've given West Indies the match.
I don't think we've got time to go out and tell him, Amy. Well, this is the whole 5-match series depending on the final ball. 2 to win effectively. Here is Wasim Akram. And they've won. The West Indies have got their 2 runs and the players are voting for home. The crowd invasion has begun and the West Indies, by scoring 2 runs off that final ball, have brought the scores level but have won the series and the match by dint of losing 1 wicket less than the Pakistanis. The Pakistanis 244 for 6 and the West Indies 244 for 5. But could a series have ever had a more thrilling ending? Well, that last ball was driven down the ground. Let's have one look at it again before the invasion took place. The invasion took place, in fact, before the run had been completed.
Exactly, and I don't think that the Pakistani players were aware that only 2 runs were needed by the West Indies. Because you just watched, they didn't really particularly care to stop the second run. He just threw it easy, and the crowd is running in, and the whole thing has ended in confusion.
Total confusion. Total joy now, looking at it again. But the gentleman is determined we shouldn't. And of course, Wasim Akram fumbled the throw-in, so maybe he wasn't aware that 2 runs was enough to give the West Indies victory.
We see a replay. Look, the crowd is running in now. I don't know what is happening. I don't know what the Pakistani players are thinking. It's just as if even Bishop stops in the middle as if to think what is going on there.
Well, the crowd, there were about 5,328 fielders at the end, weren't there? Oh, it was extraordinary. And we still have not had official word from the pavilion that our verdict, which is that the West Indies have won because they lost 5 wickets to Pakistan's 6. We have not heard that that has definitely been confirmed. And because of all the crowd interruptions, will the match referee, Mr. Raman Sabaro from England, will he be scratching his head and wondering what the answer is?
Yes, exactly. I mean, it's almost possible that one of the throws might have hit one of the crowd.
And it appears that in the chase-off to avoid the crowd, that Waqar Younis has been quite nastily hurt. So, we don't know how it happened, but the fact is that he has been hurt, and this of course poses the most enormous problem that the authorities have got here, which is of crowd control and of policing the exits, both the legal ones and the naughty ones around the back. And I think an awful lot of people came in after this game began through the naughty ones around the back. Waqar Younis, we hear, had to be helped into the dressing room. We still are not certain.
As you see, they're approaching.
But can I say one thing, Imran? I know if you're Pakistan and you lose, it's desperately disappointing, and equally if you're a West Indian and lose. But a contest like this, a series like this, has got to be overall a massive triumph for the game of cricket.
Just have a look at that crowd.
The chap in the blue
I've
shirt.
never seen anything actually like that in my life.
Well, there's a certain humour about it, isn't there?